What does a blues scale sound like? I'm going to play a basic blues scale for you in the key of C. So it sounds like this. Okay, and the blues scale is really easy to learn. What I'm going to do first is let me show you the notes that make up the blues scale, and then I'll show you a couple of theoretical approaches so that you can remember the blues scale, or you'll be able to figure out a blues scale in any key in just a few seconds. So here are the notes. In the key of C, we're starting off with C, and we have E flat, F, F sharp, G, B flat, C. Okay, now a fingering that I normally suggest, if you're starting off, is where you use just two fingers. Use your thumb on C, or your thumb on any white key, I should say, and your middle finger on any black key. So C, E flat, F, F sharp, G, B flat, C. This way it makes it easy to go up and down the scale. Okay? Now the blues scale is kind of cool because you can create all kinds of ideas based on the blues scale. For instance, if I do a blues scale for 2 octaves, what I'm going to do is let me just start down here so that I can stay in the range of the camera. So here, and I'm going to start it again here. Okay? So within that blues scale, you can create little ideas, starting anywhere on any of those notes. Now you'll notice there that I did use a couple of other fingers, and as you start to get more comfortable with the blues scale, you can start to experiment and try out, some other fingers on the notes. Because when you start doing really fast runs, then you're gonna kind of want to use everything you know how to use. But anyway, that's a basic blues scale. Now what I want to do is let me show you a little bit of how to form this theoretically, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways. The first way what I'm going to do is, the first way that I'm going to show you, I should say, is I'm going to take a regular C major scale. That's all white keys. And I'm going to show you how to form the blues scale in relation to the major scale. So in other words, if we take a regular C scale and we number the tones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're back at 1 again. When we play a blues scale, we start with 1, then we go to the flat 3. Okay, this is the regular 3, so we flat it. So 1, flat 3, then we go to the 4, the sharp 4, 5, flat 7, and then we're back at 1 again. Okay, so when you're thinking of a major scale, if you know the name of the major scale that you want to play, or, the name of the major scale, I should say, that you're most comfortable with, and you want to figure out a blues scale in that key, all you do is you take the 1, take the flat 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7, and 1. And that way you can form the blues scale in any key. Now let me show you a second way that you can form the blues scale, and this is where you're actually looking at the relationships between notes. What I mean by that is this. If I start on C and I go up here, this is actually 1.5 steps higher. Now if you're not familiar with half steps and whole steps, when I go from here to here, that's a half step, that's a half step, half step, half step, half step there. So in other words, when I go from one key to the next with no keys in between, I have a half step. So I'm going 1, this is where I'm starting at, C, so then I go up 1 half step, up 2 half steps, up 3 half steps. Okay, so 3 half steps is called a minor third. So I'm starting with C, I go up a minor third, then I go up a whole step from there. Okay, so C, up a minor third, up a whole step, up a half step, up a half step, up another minor third here, and then up a whole step. So it consists of minor thirds, half steps, and whole steps. And what I mean, by when I say you're looking at the position of the notes, this way is a lot more convenient when going to different keys. You can go to any key. So for instance, let's say if I go here, this is B flat. I use that same system. I know I have my start note, and I go up a minor third. I go up a whole step, up a half step, up a half step, up a minor third, and then up a whole step. So I can use that formula if I want to start on any note. I don't even need to know what key I'm playing in if you use that formula. The previous formula that showed you where the notes are based off of the major scale, you have to at least know the major scale of the key that you're trying to figure out. So anyway, I hope you have found this beneficial. I invite you to come over to easypiano.com. And at easypiano.com, you can sign up for 7 free piano lessons. And they're pretty interesting because I actually have you playing with a band in the lessons. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything.